going to do things a little different because you just never know what you're going to get when you come to Newbie Circle. So if you guys have anything that's really pressing that you're really not understanding, I need for you guys to drop that in the comments, because I want to gear this Newbie Circle to you. It is the 28th. I'm going to explain what that means for you and your business right now. With you coming in at this season of the month, this time of the month, we're going to talk about all things breaking out of your shell, even in the midst of Corona, and in the midst of quarantine, and how you can still be successful, as you see Jovan just promoted, in the midst of uncertain times. But there is one thing that is going to be certain in your life, and that's going to be this business, because they're going to pay you regardless. That they're not going to lay us off or we're not able to get paid or anything like that. We want to be the light for other people in the midst of uncertainty, because we know we serve a certain God, okay? For those who don't know, my name is Rachel Whigham. I am your ambassador diamond leader. What a pleasure to be able to say that to you. I am 32 years old, which is insane for me because I have hit the top rank in the company. I actually started this business when I was 25 years old. I was a single mom who was literally robbing Peter to pay Paul, okay? Like in real life, like not the cliche. I was robbing them, okay, every month. And I, just needed some extra money. I had a master's degree with a master's level position, but I was not making enough money. So I decided, I had a friend who invited me to a party, no intentions of anything like this in life. Come on, I got a master's degree. But I heard it was a Christian-based business with products that work, and I was like, I could slang some raps and make some extra coins. And so I jumped in, and they say the rest is history, but I jumped in and I plugged in. So right now, if you're jumping in, I'm going to suggest that you plug in. So don't just jump in. You see it's almost like your phone, right? Your phone. You have a phone, and it's connected to the charger, but you actually have to plug the charger into the power source. And so just know that we are one of your power sources, and you have to plug in. And so go through the boot camp. Go out. I didn't send out any messages today besides one person, and actually I sent the message and she was already on here. Shout out to Miss Veronica. And that's the thing. You have to show up if you want to go up, and no one should have to. Reminders are nice. So I love the Connect app. If you have not logged into the Connect app, you can go to apps.itworks. Oh, thank you. You can go to apps.itworks.com, and you can download the Connect apps there, or you can just type, I wouldn't necessarily type It Works into the search engine into your store, because people, of course, try to be, often try to replicate what we're doing or deter people in the wrong way. That's just what the enemy does, steal, kill, and destroy. We know that. So there's 3 It Works apps, guys. So if you go on the Apple Store or the Play Store and you find more It Works apps, they are frauds. We have 3 apps. It is It Works Pay, we have It Works Sampling, and we have It Works Connect. Those are our only 3 apps. It Works Connect, It Works Sampling, and It Works Pay. If you're curious about how it is that we get paid, I would say earn some money first. When you earn some money, you'll automatically get an email that tells you, hey, you got paid, and you can set everything up. But if you want to be somebody who sets up things beforehand, you can go to pay.itworks.com, or you can go to myitworkspay.com, which is really easy. If you try to log in and it doesn't let you, all you have to do is ask for them to resend your token, and they'll resend it and you can sign in. If you have any issues, please contact your enroller. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this before we get into this. I'm going to tell you guys this. You join this business by yourself. Every single one of you guys have a why. Actually, let's do some loving. Drop in the comments what your why is. Why did you say yes to It Works? And be specific. So I said yes to It Works because I needed an easier way to pay my son's tuition for school. That's why I said yes to It Works. And his tuition was $620, but I was settling for $500. I was like, I'll just take $500 a month to help me pay for my son's private school. So why did you say yes to It Works? Why did you say yes to It Works? Okay, because you needed extra money and convenience to get to. So Tiasia, so as you guys are dropping this, I want you to put a number to it. How much money do you need to see? I mean, anything is good, but why did you say yes? Like my son's tuition was $620, but I was willing to sell at $500. Why did you say yes? Like, what are you here for? Put a number to it. How much is your son's private school tuition? How much is daycare? How much is the school supplies? How much is your light bill, your utilities? Like, you might have signed up for your utilities. How much? I did it for gas money. How much gas do you literally need every single month in order to get by? Like, how much is it when you fill your tank? And if you fill your tank once a week, is it $200 a month that'll just cover your gas money? What did you say yes for? What is that amount of money that you said yes for? That was really important for me because I could have my eyes set on it. And so if I have a specific goal that I'm working towards, I began to add up every single dime that I had go out and every single dime that I had come in. Now, you might not be like me, which is fine, but I want you to understand that we have 5 different ways that you get paid. And I want to show you the different ways that you can easily, and I say easily because I mean, everything in life that's worth working for is not going to be like easy as in just press the button and it comes, but it's doable. Let's say that it's doable. It may not be easy per se, but it is doable. I could open my mouth and ask enough people to try a wrap to where I was able to get $25 where I could have money to put gas in my tank, right? And what the wrap is for you guys who join, because we are a coffee company, the coffee company, but we have over 50 products. And one of our products is our flagship product, which is the It Works Body Applicator. And you can find that on your site. We call it wrap for short, the ultimate body applicator. And what it does is it tone tightens and firms your skin in as little as 45 minutes. No one else has it besides us. And it does work. It's progressive results. It keeps working 3 days after you use it. And I'm going to tell you this, Javon, she submitted her corporate approved results today. And I'm not today, this week, past week, and her results were bomb, guys. They were bomb. So I want to teach you how to be the best customer service. The best customer who services other people. You are going to become the best customer who services other people. So when I think about the breakdown of how it is that we get paid, I'm going to hop on here so that I can kind of give you guys some visualization. When I think about the best customer, about the breakdown of how we get paid, we do 3 simple steps in order to get paid. Step 1 is we use the product. So we become a customer. Step 2, we help customers. Step 3, we help people do what it is that we do. Step 1, we become a customer, the best customer. You actually are your best customer. Step 2 is you get customers. So we help our customers. And step 3, we help people do what we do. Now, here's the thing. When you just start, you want to be excited about being the best customer. Okay? So while you're becoming the best customer, you want to let your excitement push forth the momentum up. Let me give you an example. How many of you guys have ever ate at a restaurant okay, clearly you guys have all ate at a restaurant before, but how many of you guys have ever ate at a restaurant and did research on the restaurant before you went? Yes, drop in the comments. Yes, 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 right? Yes. My husband does it all the time. Like, he's the reviewer person. He's always gonna go get reviews. He's looking at their food like, oh, that looks good. Let me look at the menu. I am really that kind of person, but that's good. Anybody ever did that before? Yes. Okay. Yes, Kashika. Yes, Jamila. Yes, Victoria. Yes, Tiasha. Yes, Brittany. Yes, Javon. Exactly. Looking at the picture, be like, oh, look juicy, right? And you kind of get an idea and you be so excited, like, oh, that burger looks bomb. I'm gonna try that burger, right? Like, oh, they fries, like, oh, okay, this person left a review and said this was really good. You want to do that in anticipation for your business, okay? So what you're going to do is you have a website. Like, everybody know, what's your website? Drop it in the comments. Do you know what your website is? Drop your website in the comments. I know mine, back in the day with mine, you could make up your own, and so mine's is, not my first and last name, because I got to make mine up. And you can always go in and change your website as well. That's something that you can do. You just go into settings, And then you go to website and you can change the alias. You can change it. It's always whatever you choose, .itworks.com. Yep, whatever you choose, .itworks.com, right? So knowing your website and being excited about the fact, come on now, you a business owner who have a website. Like, you a big deal. Like, you are legit a big deal. Like, a big deal. Only big deals have website, right? So going on your website and actually seeing what you have. Like, go on there. See what you have. Do you know that under different products and packs, there are before pictures right there? You can see what's in the products. You can see all of that. So be the ultimate customer. Y'all know before y'all buy stuff, y'all be like, everybody spoke to Amazon and be like, what this one say? Oh no, this got low ratings. Oh, I ain't getting that one, right? Like, no. On to the next one. You want to do the exact same thing. You want to go through and see, and you want to become the best customer. So you can go to your social media and have the real excitement, like, yo, my company has wraps, and do you know this girl has, she didn't have abs in the first picture. She actually did, they just covered up. And in the second picture, ooh, pop, look, I see the ab. Like, what in the world? Like, I am so excited to use this product. You cannot get excited about something you do not go look at. Unless you're pulling off the excitement of somebody else. But eventually, you're gonna have to go see for yourself. So today, I am giving you the task of looking through your website as if you were a customer. Go look through your website today as if you were a customer, because you are your best customer. So I want you to go through. You want to see, is it easy? Like, is it easy to sign up if I was a customer? Like, how do I sign up if I was a customer? I want you to go click your website, go to it, and I want you to go through and act like you're a customer. If you wanted to join the business, is it easy? Can you see on there where it says become a distributor? And then you can go through and you can, y'all website is so official. Like, you can go in and even add a picture and a blurb about yourself, so people can be like, okay, name in the right-hand corner, her number up there. Like, you official for real, for real. Like, you got a whole website. You just started a business. And let me tell you guys, we pay $20 a month. For your first 30 days, it's free. Before that $20 a month, it works completely, puts together, maintains your website, your office, and a $1 billion app. All of it. We don't have to do any of that. They do. Do you guys know in traditional businesses? I'm going to tell you, because my husband and I have an entity. Creating and paying for and maintaining a website is not a game. It's tedious. It's expensive. It's a lot. But it works. It's constantly bringing us the best updates. It's bringing us the best fluidity when it comes to our website and all of that. So make sure you cannot share your website. Okay, this is a good question. I'm glad I saw that. You cannot share your website on Facebook because we have shut Facebook down. I'm not even trying to be funny with y'all. Like, we are the ultimate social strategists when it comes to utilizing social media to make money. And so social media, Facebook, okay, they thought that they was gonna shut it down and make it harder for us to utilize their platforms because we don't pay them to make money. So they shut us down. So you can always utilize the secret conversation on Facebook. And I actually can show you guys how to do that. Let me see if I can do that. I can do it over here. If you do have any questions, drop them in the comments and we'll get to them. So I'm going to actually show you guys. We do not pay for advertising, correct, Brittany? We are the advertisers. So I'm going to pull up a random conversation. Let me show you guys exactly how to do that. Let's do her. Okay. So this is actually, I need to follow up with her. So this is a good one. All right, so here you go. This is actually one of my potentials. And if I click her name over on the left-hand side, you can see go to secret conversation. And that is where I would be able to send my website. Okay, so you click the X. So Brittany's actually going to drop this in the comments. You're going to click the actual person's name in Messenger. Not their name in the conversation, but the name, their picture and name at the top. You're going to see secret conversation. If you've never sent secret conversations or you've disabled them, they may make you enable them, which is fine. So just enable it. And then you'll be able to send your website. You'll be able to send carts and all of that. The way that you get around that is to ask for their number. Just say, hey, what's your number? I'm going to send you a personalized cart. Yes. Awesome. That was a good question. So moving past that, just know that you are your best customer. So I want to actually, I'm going to pull up. All right. So I want you guys to see, I'm going to walk you through the breakdown of how we make money, and then we're going to reach out to some people today, okay? Because it's the last Saturday of the month. You have, if you just joined, guess what? Congratulations. You have, what is that? 28, 29, 30, 31. You have 4 days to earn a paycheck. 4 days to earn, which is exciting because we've had you can do 1,000,001 things in 4 days. And so I'm so excited to show you how we close the month out. We close the month strong to start strong. How you finish is how you start. So you want to run right into April because you're eligible for a $15,000 bonus. And I'm going to tell you guys this, I didn't start for a $15,000 bonus. Actually, when I first started, there was no bonus. But if I would have joined and there was a $15,000 bonus on the table, I would want to know how to get it, right? Is there anybody here who actually wants to know the realistic side of getting that $15,000 bonus? Yes? Okay, so we're going to talk about it. So, let me make this. So, my son has made this green. So, step 1, use, not just buy, okay? Okay, help Jesus. All right, guys, sorry, my kids must have recalibrated my, oh my gosh, it shouldn't look like that. Okay, what the world? Bear with me. Too much kids on my iPad. Oh, help Jesus. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Don't judge me. Okay, this might not work out because I don't know what my kids did to my iPad. Use the products. Help Jesus. Number 2. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can get my screen together. But step 1, you want to use the product. Step 2, you're going to think about 6 people who, all right, let's do this right now. Let's make a list. We're going to improvise because clearly I don't know what my kids did to my iPad. So, oh, it's working now. Thank you, Jesus. All right, so I want you guys to move along with me as I do this. I want you guys to do the same thing that I'm doing, okay? So step 1, use the product. So if you did not boost, and I'm going to tell you guys something. When you're not telling your new distributors about boosting, you're doing them a disservice. It is worth it for them to spend the money to boost. They're joining for only $49, guys. So they're going to get 7 samplers of the 3-day sample of the Skinny Brew. So you're going to get 4 physical, meaning they're going to actually come in the mail. 3-day samplers. You can sell those for $20 a piece, but I suggest use one. So you can try it and go live while you're doing it. Even if you don't drink coffee. And then document how you feel. Talk about it, because they don't want to know. They'll be like, you know, that's when that whole have you used it, right? Okay. And then you're going to get 3 digital 3-day samples. And this comes to use It Works sampling app. Guys, to do this, all you have to do is collect their name, their email, their address, phone number, and coins, meaning they're $20. And It Works does all the shipping and everything. These come with your kit. Okay? Download Cash App. If you don't have it, download it. It is an app that is essential to building your business, unless you're going to collect money any other way, but we're just going to speak about Cash App. So I want you to think about 3 different areas. Hair and skin, weight loss, coffee. This is for you before we move into number 2. Which area, and everybody on here, I want you to drop in the comments which area is going to be your number 1 focus for you, not your customers, for you. Which one are you focused on? Weight loss, coffee, hair and skin. Drop it in the comments. Okay, we got Javon, we got weight loss. Okay, everybody weight loss. Yep, Patrice, Risha, Didi, Erica. I see you guys weight loss. Yep. Okay, weight loss. Well, see, pick one. Pick one, guys. Pick one. That don't mean you don't like other areas, but pick one. And you got to think, coffee can be your focus, but if you're a coffee lover, coffee is not your number 1. Are you going to lose weight? Absolutely. So that's a bipartisan. But if you're not a coffee lover, it may not come across the same as you are falling in love with it, unless you're really good at that, which you can be. So you pick yours. For me, it's coffee. It's not weight loss, it's coffee. But I do take the hair and skin products as well. But that's not what I talk about all the time. I always talk about coffee. So I want you to pick one avenue for yourself. So this is you. So let's just say, even when you're signing somebody, you can be like, hey, give me one thing that you want to focus on. Is it your hair and skin? Is it your weight loss? Or is it your coffee? Or is it coffee? Do you love coffee? And if they say coffee, be like, all right, cool. So these samplers, you're going to be able to taste it, but you need to get your own pot of coffee, right? So that would be them adding on keto coffee and chocolate greens, or adding on the skinny brew. Do you get what I'm saying? So give them the opportunity to be their own customer in the beginning. Yes, they're joining a business, but you are your best customer. So be honest. So those of you guys who are on here, just know that right now you can log into your account and you can buy your area. So Rachel, what do you recommend if I want to have healthier hair and skin? I'm gonna tell y'all today, okay? My recommendations, and people might have different ones in the comments, but I'm gonna give you my recommendations. So number 1, number 2, and number 3. So number 1, I suggest doing hair, skin, and nails and collagen. 100%. Take your before pictures. Hold me to it. Even if you're inconsistently consistent, I'm gonna tell you, when I started It Works, I didn't have this ball on top of my hair and my hair ain't short. I was bald headed. Actually, I cut my hair in 2016 I shaved, the back of my hair was shaved. It was all the way shaved off. And I have beyond bra length, or maybe like middle of my back hair length, right? Number 2, Rachel, I want to lose weight. Now, because we have a coffee category, I'm going to just speak to weight loss. Okay? So if somebody wants to lose weight, I am going to go with Cleanse, TFX, and I'm going to do Fat Fighters or Carb Control. All right? Go research them. It's on your website, and you get to you figure out which one you like best out of these 2. I'm going to go with Fat Fighters 9 times out of 10, but you can pick one or the other. But and this is for you. We're still talking about you. Do you just make mistakes every once in a while, maybe eat too big of a portions, or do you need to block the carbs altogether from going into your mouth? Then you need to go with carb control, right? And number 3, coffee. Do you really drink coffee, like black, or do you like your Frappuccino? If you like your Frappuccino, you're going to go with keto coffee plus chocolate greens. If you kind of, sort of, if you the straight up black person, like black coffee, 100% skinny brew. And you can add things like BFF to this or chocolate greens. Okay? Awesome. So set yourself up to be your best customer. Rachel, I don't have the coins. That's fine. Start with where you're at and always have in mind, this is why you need to lock in your $150 shopping spree today. Okay? Number 2. So step 2. Step 2 is 6 loyal. So this is helping others, right? Get the products. Now, the way you're going to do this is you're going to come back up here to these 3 categories right here. Who do you know wants to grow their hair or get their edges back? Do you know what? You can actually ask these on social media. Anybody want to grow their hair? That simple. Don't need to go into everything else. Just anybody want to grow their hair. Who do you know wants to lose weight? And I'm going to say weight loss / tone because they can want to tone too. Who do you know that drinks coffee? Hey, you got to switch up and just for 90 days, try mine. This is how you lock in your 6 customers. If your chicken noodle soup list sucks, it's okay. There are still people out here who want coffee, who want to have weight loss and tone, and want hair and skin. I mean, what? Who have hair and skin. Help me, Jesus, on today. So y'all drop 6 people. Just drop 6 people in the comments who you just think. Drop 6 people. Everybody drop 6. And you do not get to answer for them, okay? You do not. Let me tell you, as somebody who's been in this business almost 7 years, I would be upset if somebody never asked me about these products. And then you out here looking snatched. You ever seen somebody who done lost a lot of weight and be like, dang, like you couldn't share that with me? Like, come on, like I'm out here trying to be snatched too, right? All of our products, y'all, are all natural, plant-based, and non-GMO. You want to share this with people. I was just talking to one of my customers yesterday, and she was talking about how, like, she said, Rachel, I kid you not. She said to me, she said, at first I was like, $100 is too much to spend on products. Like, it's just too much. She said, Rachel, I did the breakdown of how much I spend on my morning coffee, plus going to McDonald's on the way to work, getting something to eat. I spend way more than $100. I said, this product keeps me out of McDonald's drive-thru in the morning. I love the keto coffee. And I was like, come on, Jesus. She said, so thank you for just being so steadfast on what it is that your product does and pushing me to actually use it. People want what we have. And just because one person doesn't want it does not discredit the fact that people want what we have. They just don't want it. You have to focus on the good. Welcome to entrepreneurship. Welcome to being a business owner. You are going to have naysayers. It's the cost of being an entrepreneur. You are the CEO of your own company. Imagine the grief that CEOs get, y'all. If you start to do some research on CEOs, Bill Gates was like, if y'all watch his documentary, oh, Jesus, I didn't mean to do that. If y'all watch his documentary, he was the nicest guy, but he was weird. Y'all, it was people throwing stuff in his face because they did not like what he was doing and did not agree with him. Nicest guy. But because he was a CEO, he took it, he understood that he's different, and he kept it moving. So I need you to take it, understand that you're different, and keep it moving. Take it, understand that you're different, and keep it moving, because you are an entrepreneur and you tapped into unlimited income, and you actually have people who are waiting for you to rise up to change their own life. And I'm grateful for the person who asked me about this business. Well, she actually didn't even ask me about the business. She just invited me to a party just for product, trying to make some extra money. And because she did that, look at my life now. So there is somebody who is waiting for your invitation. And guys, I was the only person at her party besides her mom. Me and Ambassador Diamond. I've made $1 million in this company. I've built a home because of it. It works. I brought my husband home full time because of it works. I paid cash for infertility because of it works. All of that was because of her, just an invite. Hey, Rachel, come to my party. I didn't know nothing about the products for real. Brought my $25 to wrap just to support her. All because of her invite. One person. So even if you just changed one person's life, I'm sure she got through many no's. She had many no's to get to my yes. Okay? So just keep that in your mind, okay? Like, for real, I am so grateful. I am so grateful that she invited me to that party. So in the midst of all your no's, do it for Rachel, okay? In the midst of all your no's, do it for Rachel, okay? I look at my kids every single day because of it works. Okay, so good. So yes, thank you guys who are sharing y'all list. Share that list, okay? Share the list, share the list, share the list. Who are your 6 people? All right, I'm gonna pull this back up. Now, what's so crazy is you might have cross-reference on this one. Because I want you to, just like you told me the amount of money that you needed, the reason why you said yes, I want you to think right now, step 3. Well, Rachel, what did you do? I decided I'm going to be a customer that gets paid. I got 4 physical samplers that I get to sell off at $20 a piece, but I'm going to use one unless I boost. And if I boost and I actually get my own products focused on hair, skin, weight loss, or coffee, then I'm going to use those things while still seeing who likes the coffee, because this is one of our #1 ways to get paid. Coffee Cash. Hey, I don't care if you love coffee or not. I had a conversation with a top money leader, and all of it works, y'all. And all of it works. I had a conversation with her. Y'all know what she told me? I don't drink coffee. Never have. I've never tried our coffee. I'm allergic to caffeine. She said, but my number one seller is coffee. She said, you know what, Rachel? She said, when I was pregnant, she said I was 7 months pregnant, and I was the number one wine seller as a waitress. I was the number one wine seller as a waitress. She said, you know how I did it? I got somebody to try it, and then I asked them a million questions. And I didn't care what they said negative. All I wanted to know was what the positive was, because I was going to milk the mess out the positive, and then I was going to go tell other people what it tastes like based on that other person's recommendation. Well, you know what? The Cabernet, she said, and I wasn't even 21. And I was our top wine seller. Top wine seller. Not 21, 7 months pregnant. So who can you say, yo, just try my coffee for 3 days and you should be all up in that grill. Like, okay, you didn't like it black? Okay, did you put some creamer in it? Okay, what about with the creamer? How did it taste? What did you feel? How did you feel an hour afterwards? Because now you have ammunition. Who wants some coffee? Now I can lock in. Y'all had somebody who made $1,300 in coffee cash just in the last month. Y'all, I kid you not. I can pull it up, her report, because I can see it in Connect. She has sent out 34 samples of coffee this month. This month alone, 34 samples by asking honest opinions. Telling them it's okay. This was after day 1. You got to go to day 3. It's 3 days and you'll never go back. Y'all, when you use Skinny Brew for 3 days and you stop, you be like, gee, even keto coffee, you be like, oh, no. Wait a second. I didn't think I drank coffee, but listen, I drink coffee now. Where the Skinny Brew? Seriously. Because of the way that you feel, the nootropics, it has a high-end supplement in it that helps with your brain functioning, also helps with your mood. We have a golden billion-dollar product here in the form of Skinny Brew, not to mention the other products. Okay? So, help people do what you do. So, let's think about 3, and this is the simple thing. If you do more than this is great. You're like cream of the crop, okay? But this is the basics of what we do. So, who are 3 people who could use an extra, who want, or who you think would want an extra $300 to $500 a month? Not could use it, because y'all know everybody can use some extra money, but that don't mean they want it. So who do you think would want or be willing to work for some extra money? Or who do you want to make some money with you? If you were, let's just say hypothetically, you were becoming a millionaire, who would you want on your team? Who would you want making money with you? Who is it? Some people may say my mama. Some people may say my family, my kids, my best friend. There's this girl at work who always talking about needing extra money, and I know she would really work at this. Like, I would love to help her make some extra money while I'm making it. There's this one girl at my job who's always picking up extra shifts. Her, yes, her. I know she would love some extra money because she always picking up extra shifts. So that's where you start, y'all. And then what you do is you go and ask those people, and then if they say, well, no, not yet, what do? You refer them up to here. If they're not ready, you refer them here. And if they're not ready for that, guess what y'all do next? Who knows? What do you do if they're not ready to purchase? Host the boss. Okay, that don't say post. Host the most. Post a post. You're simply going to ask them to throw up a post on their wall to support you until they're ready. And y'all, I say until they're ready because if you last, which drop that in the comments, I'm going to last. How about that? If you last, and you're going to proclaim that right now, I'm going to last, they will sign with you. I kid you not. I've been doing this 7 years. There are people who I signed this month who I talked to 5 years ago. I'm going to last. If you last, well, when you last, let's say that, ain't no if. When you last, they're going to sign. And in the meantime, you're going to, this is so cliche, you're going to shine. And so that's a great segue, moving me over to you being the light during such an uncertain time. People want to see someone winning. They love to support those who are continuously moving forward in the midst of adversity. You get to shine. You get to be positive. You are the face of a $1 billion company. Your $1 billion company. That does not mean that you're not connected to people who are already have been where you've been. You get to come into an established organization where you don't have to create systems, but you get to shine. So when people see it works, they're going to think you. And what does that mean? You are the representation for your piece of it works. You get that? You are the representation for your piece of it works. You've just bitten off a piece of a $1 billion organization. And so when you go forth, you don't want to, even if you think things, you don't want to share it if it's negative. You always want to put a positive twist on it. So what I used to do is I started off as building my social media. I would do early like morning thoughts and evening thoughts. And wherever I was at in life, guys, I would go and find a quote that put positive light on my situation. So like, for example, back in 2014, if I'm not mistaken, when I started in 2013, I was going through court cases with my son and his father. And every single day I still maintain my social media presence. But if I was having a down day, I would go and I would uplift myself and I would share it because my job is to share with other people. And in the process of encouraging myself, I would encourage somebody else. Then I would post about my raps because guess what? Even in the midst of that uncertain time, I knew that rap cash was certain. I knew that me signing a customer and having this income come into my household was certain. So even if I had to take off because I had to go to court for my job or I had to, or whatever, I knew that I could always make money. This business was the one certain thing in my life. When I came to the table, when I hopped on corporate calls, I knew that I was always going to be uplifted. And so you get to shine. No matter who says no, you get to go and dump that in the trash and just make that dump, and I'm saying dump, not the person in the trash. You want to dump that uncertainty when it comes to your business, put those negative feelings in the trash, and you want to figure out how in that moment you can convert that negative into a positive. And I'm going to tell you, sometimes you're going to need, not even sometimes, you're always going to need it. That's why you need to send people, your newbies to Newbie Circle. That's why, because guess what? You're not always going to want to be positive, but it's my job to. When I hop on this, it doesn't matter what I deal with. And I'm going to tell you guys, I am 100% committed. Ain't even no 99. I'm 120. I am. I've been doing this a long time. I show up regardless of whether I have a baby, regardless of whether someone passes away in my family, regardless of whether my spouse and I ain't seeing eye to eye, regardless of whether I'm not feeling well, I am going to show up. And so until you get that level of commitment, you have to show up because you need it. You need somebody who's going to push past all uncertainty in life to pour into you so you can go out and do the basics, like posting on your wall. Y'all get what I'm saying? So I'm so excited to welcome you guys to the team. And I am prayerful that what I shared today is going to be something that is going to maybe really help you dig your heels in and make you feel like you can do it. And now I'm going to take whatever questions that you guys have. But I want you guys to understand right now, you can do what it is that I told you. It's as simple as doing it. You have to do it. And the only thing that's blocking you from doing it is you. So sometimes and I'm going to tell you, sometimes you have to be silly enough to stand up. And I do this all the time, like, because I'm crazy. But just stand up, and you're just going to, like, if you feel, like, overwhelmed, don't sit down while you send your messages. Stand up. If you're sending messages and you're feeling really overwhelmed, put the phone down for 10 seconds and be like, I'm super nervous. It's okay to say that out loud. Like, be honest with yourself. Like, if you can't be honest with yourself, you can't be honest with nobody else. Like, I'm super nervous right now. And you might actually have to physically move your body and get yourself going to hype yourself up. Do y'all know in basketball games, like, you know, like y'all see players who be like jumping around, like getting their blood flowing? They're nervous. They're nervous. Do y'all see after they score touchdowns how they do their little celebration and then they go back to it? It's because I need to celebrate. So if you sent 10 messages and you've never sent 10 messages before, you may need to Tootsie Roll. You might need to give yourself a little pat on the back like she did it. Okay. Now you might not Tootsie Roll every time you send 10 messages. You might need that. But you need to hype yourself up. And physically hyping yourself up puts yourself in a position to where you're able to move to the next thing and move forward. So what questions do you guys have? Yes, I was. Right after I had that baby. You're going to laugh, Miss Veronica. All right, guys. What questions? Yes, I did. That's so true. Be your own hype man. Yes, ma'am. That's correct. This is the space. This is your new circle, okay? This is your new circle because this is something new. I don't know that you have met someone and it works who's made $1 million. I've done that. So you have a new $1 million mentor. So if your mom has something to say about it works, you can't listen to her because she hasn't made $1 million and it works. Now that doesn't mean that she can't speak into your life because we know that God can use anybody, but you have to use discernment in that area. When somebody says it doesn't work, I want you to ask them how much money they've made with it works. Because they can't speak to what doesn't work when they're not working it. So, anybody have any questions? And this is the space, guys. Like, there is nothing. There is nothing. There are no such things as stupid questions. Like, period. Everybody's mind works in a different way. And this is something that I've had to learn over my 7 years of growing, because that's what happens. You've just come into a place where you can grow. You earn while you grow. You learn while you grow. There's no way you can stay connected to us and not grow. You're going to grow spiritually. You're going to grow mentally. You're going to have a body that you didn't know that you could have. Like, real talk. Like, my body looks better now than it did when I first started. It works when I was 25, okay? And I've had 2 kids since then. So it's going to happen if you stick, because you're going to last, right? So this is the place to ask those questions, and you can always click my name on here and you can send it to me privately and I can answer. Be brave. That's our mantra, y'all. Be brave, be patient, be consistent. Be brave, be patient, be consistent. So be brave in this moment, because there's somebody else who's not brave enough to ask, but your bravery is going to bless them in this space. So be mindful of that. What should the follow-up? Like, after a person shows interest in the business, or on a Zoom and they disappear, no response. That's a good question. So when people disappear, it's okay. They can go in witness protection, but you want to maintain your level of presence. This is why your social media is important. You keep posting. No matter if no one likes your post ever, they are watching you. I kid you not. They are watching you. Not everyone will like and comment, but eventually they'll hit your DMs if you're consistent enough. So consistently follow up with them. So you just send them a message, and you do it with such grace, because we know God's grace is sufficient. So be like, hey, I know you may be super busy, but I just want to make sure that you saw my message. Like, being direct. being very direct. And then also engagement. So you might go and comment on their timeline, which makes your face pop up in their notifications. Y'all know on Instagram how you can go and like 10 pictures. And then it's like, okay, look, who is this girl? Let me go to her page and see who in the world is liking all my. That's kind of how you want to do it. And we'll teach you guys that along the way. But you want, if they disappear, and like, think about it. You always, so number one is you're the customer, right? You're the customer. So you always want to look at things from a different angle or perspective. So if you would have hopped on that Zoom and you may have felt like something was overwhelming, or because people, who was nervous when they signed up? Everybody, share your hands, be honest. All right, so because you didn't know, you were walking to something uncertain. She'd be like, hey, did you get freaked out? Like, are you nervous? Because I was nervous when I signed up too. So can you lean into the discomfort instead of running away from it? So that's another good thing too. How do you handle a person who joins but feels uncomfortable sending messages? I would directly have them start GoPro. If you have not started reading GoPro, I would 100%. And then, number one, read GoPro. Number two, hold their hand while they send the message. And what that may look like in the world of quarantine and Corona would be hopping on a Zoom. Anybody can use Zoom, guys. Zoom is free. Zoom is free for 45 minutes. So anybody can sign up and use Zoom. So hop on Zoom and help them send their first message, and they're not gonna die. And then they may be brave enough to send another. But just be like, hey, you trusted me as your mentor, and so right now I want you to trust me, and we're gonna send these messages, and we're gonna allow the hashtag nice but not needed reign. Because whether they say yes or not is not going to make or break your business. So, yes, be encouraged, girlfriend. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, I love our team so much. Do you clean your page, deleting posts so that your page isn't so ad-like? Yes, sometimes. Well, I've gotten to the habit of mixing and mingling. Mix and mingling. But if you go to your page and you see there's too much business, there's too much product, you can change the settings to only me. So that if somebody commented, you can always go back to it. But I will, yes. You want, when it comes to your page, people buy people, not product. So you want to share who you are. And so let's do this. Since we have a few minutes left, drop your top 5 in the comments. What are 5 things that describe you? 5 things that describe you. You do it works. It works is not you. So for me, it's my marriage. It's motherhood. It's my fitness. It's Jesus, and it's empowering other people. That's me, 100%. I empower other people. I work out. I take care of myself. I'm obsessed with my husband. I'm obsessed with my kids because I have a reason behind this, and I'm very open and transparent about it. And I love me some Jesus, okay? Like, listen, like nobody's business. So you want to, what are your 5? And when people go to your page, they should see that. So if I'm about empowering other people, you're going to see other people who I'm empowering on my page. If I'm about Jesus, I may drop a devotional that I'm reading. I may drop a sermon that I just love today. If I'm obsessed with my husband, you may see me talking about my marriage and how we started from the bottom, now we're here. I'm just playing. There is no here. And then my motherhood, my journey to motherhood was important. I was a single mom. I was a teen mom. I struggled with infertility. Come on now, Rachel needs mother. So clearly my mom set me up for that, but prophetically. But so it's really important to me. And your 5 can change. Some months is family. It's not necessarily just motherhood. So it can change. It can definitely change. So yes, that's a good question. Yes. Yes. I love that. All right, guys. So I'm going to pray before we hop off of here, but I'm so excited that you decided to jump into something new. I'm so excited that you have trusted the Money Squad. There is a reason why our team is called Money Squad. And so when you get into the Money Squad page, it is a pinned announcement at the top. If you are new, guys, and you jump into the Money Squad, there is an announcement tab that's at the top, whether you're on the app or on the computer, I suggest clicking that at all times when you come in there, because the most important things will always be at the top. They'll always be pinned to the top. But it'll explain to you why our team is called that. And we're all about getting money God's way, leadership God's way. And we are committed, especially as your leadership team. We have an amazing leadership team that's going to be here to service you, whether you sign with them or not. And the way we work is we are 100% committed to being the best us that we can be possible as a unit, the God's way. So we're constantly working towards that. So love you guys so much. We're going to pray. Thank you guys for constantly sharing in the comments. We appreciate that, of y'all being brave to share, because I know that can be vulnerable, especially when you don't think you know us, but we're here for you. All right, dear Heavenly Father, God, we're just grateful for the space and this time. God, we're just grateful for your presence in the midst of all of our meetings and in everything that we do. God, I'm praying for the uncertainties during this time. God, I'm praying for those who may be feeling anything regarding the quarantine, or you know what, not even feeling anything. Those who may be feeling fear or uncertainty, or be feeling like they don't know how to have the words to say when it comes to their business. Or even, God, I cast down that spirit of guilt that people may be feeling like they guilty for feeling joy in the midst of the season, but you are our God, and you give us joy. So we're here to sit to be the light during this time. And so, God, in the midst of COVID-19, and in the midst of the quarantine, I'm just grateful that you've chose us to be the light during this time. And so my prayer is that each individual on this call feels boldly that they can be a light in the midst of uncertainty. And so, God, we're just grateful for each person who said yes, grateful for each person who is going to say yes. God, help us to understand the hope that we are able to give to other people during this time. People are still spending their coins in Jesus' name, so we want them to spend them with us as we help them be healthier, as we help them reach the goals that they desire when it comes to their wellness or when it comes to their finances. God, help us to be loud about it. Help us to minimize the voice of Satan as he comes in to steal, kill, and destroy, because that's what he comes to do. And so, God, as we negate those feelings and we fill ourselves up with you, we're just grateful for what you're doing. God, I pray over each person that they gain the boldness that they need to lock in those 6 loyal customers plus, to earn their $150 shopping spree, to open up the entire compensation plan, to put themselves in position to duplicate what it is that we do here on this team, and how they're able to lock in these unlimited bonuses and this unlimited income. So we just praise you in advance for what you're doing. We praise you in advance, and I cover each person on here who's going for their first promotion, God, for those who are going for whatever it is goal that they have, closing out their 400, getting into the 500 club. God, we just praise you in advance for what you're doing in this season. So we love you so much. We adore you, and we are grateful for the overflow that you put in our lives. So we just praise you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen, guys.